speaking at a gala. They're doing a lot of things. And we're here to talk about exploitation. I heard you say human trafficking, things like that. You know, in my experience, there is a difference in an individual that has literally been forced, lied to, not saying we weren't lied to, but an individual that is being forced into the life that has a quota, that has a pimp or a trafficker that is forcing her against her will to work the street, to work in the club, to do these types of things, and her paying him. And so again, that's what we want to look at. So with my personal lived experience, and I thought, well, gosh, I mean, right here in Southeast Houston, I mean, this is where I grew up. This is where I went to school. This is where I did all my dirt. And then this is where I've continued to work. And so, you know, this is an opportunity for me to even share with you guys, you know, even having you, Officer Ford, having y'all be a part of this Southeast Houston initiative. And like, what is this? Well, what is that, you know? There are women that right now, as you and I are sitting here doing this, that are dying in motel rooms, that are running across the freeway, that are shooting dope, that are getting high, that are being raped, that are trying to figure out they're pregnant, what are they going to do, or that are having miscarriages in motel rooms. There's, you know, and so this area is very forgotten about. It's a very forgotten about area, because the reality is in today's world, sex trafficking, human trafficking, really, it can be kind of glamorous. It's a hot topic. There's a lot of buzz around it. A lot of people want to be involved. There's a whole lot of money involved in it. And there's a lot of people that want very much to. And, you know, we were survivors and people that had survived that experience before the term was even popular, before it was even a thing, right? And so it's common. I have had people ask me, you know, well, Tracy, you didn't have a pimp? You didn't have well, how'd you even get involved? Well, like, how does that even work? How would you even be in the life if you didn't have a pimp or right? And again, that's why, you know, so the majority of women, so just a little history, this is important. I would love to share this with you guys. I've done a lot of research on this side of town. Not only did I grow up over here, but just in doing this work, I've learned that, you know, at one time, and y'all may even remember this, and this may actually even be even before our time, but this used to be a very thriving community. I mean, Telephone Road, at one time, there was the little nightclubs and bars, and people were visiting, like not Hank Williams, but like Merle Haggard. The Houston Oilers used to run Telephone Road. I may be dating myself, but the Houston Oilers, I don't know the Houston Oilers, but they used to visit these nightclubs, and there was a lot of activity, and it's right by the Hobby Airport. So businessmen were flying in, and they were coming and hanging out at these bars, and they were visiting. And this side of town at one time was very nice. I mean, Belfort, which is around the corner, did not look like it looks now. It wasn't desolate. There wasn't vacant, abandoned buildings and just trash everywhere. I mean, and so in studying this and like, what happened, you know? Because really, I think it's important, like, well, how did the girls get here? Why are they even here? What made them come to Telephone Road, right? Well, in the 70s, there was a major decline, financial hit.